Netflix just dropped something exciting for Bridgerton fans, a behind-the-scenes video celebrating the wrap of Season 4's production. And while it's always fun to see the cast slip out of their glamorous Regency costumes and into modern clothes, this particular video had a blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment that eagle-eyed fans couldn't stop talking about. The detail? Nicola Coughlin's trailer no longer had the name Penelope Featherington on it. Instead, it proudly displayed Penelope Bridgerton, which says a lot about where her character stands in the upcoming season. Season 4 will shine the spotlight on Benedict, played by Luke Thompson. After patiently waiting while his siblings' love stories unfolded, it's finally his turn to step into center stage. His romance kicks off at one of his mother's extravagant masquerade balls, where he falls for a mysterious masked woman. This Cinderella-like figure turns out to be Sophie Beck, portrayed by Yeren Ha, who is bound to bring both charm and drama to Benedict's life. Even though their love story will be the main plot this season, the show has never been just about one couple. The rest of the Bridgertons will still have plenty to do, and fans can look forward to catching up with familiar faces. One of those faces is, of course, Penelope. After finally finding her happy ending with Colin in Season 3, her role in society has only grown. Her marriage, her revealed identity as Lady Whistledown, and her newfound influence mean she's more powerful than ever. So, seeing her trailer name updated feels like a subtle but meaningful nod to her growth. She's no longer defined by the Featherington name, but firmly planted as part of the Bridgerton family. That also means her opinions and actions could carry even more weight in the upcoming storylines. It makes sense, then, that Nicola Coughlan might continue to have a bigger presence. After all, Penelope's words as Lady Whistledown can shift the entire mood of London society. If she chooses, she could help Benedict and Sophie navigate the complicated waters of love, reputation, and scandal. Sophie's background is unconventional, which is sure to raise some eyebrows among the ton. Penelope could end up being their biggest ally in making sure gossip doesn't completely ruin Benedict's romance. Now, speaking of Benedict and Sophie, there's a lot of anticipation surrounding their story. Many fans, myself included, have been waiting for Benedict's moment since Season 1. He's always been one of the more complex siblings, exploring art, questioning his place in society, and figuring out who he really is. That journey of self-discovery makes him one of the most relatable characters in the family. He deserves a romance that not only challenges him, but also makes him feel seen and loved. Sophie, with her strength and vulnerability, feels like the perfect match. Their story has the potential to be one of the most epic love arcs in the series. But there's a concern, too. Season 3 leaned heavily on multiple family storylines, which sometimes made the main romance feel less focused. Bridgerton is, at its heart, an ensemble series, so the writers often sprinkle in side plots for other siblings. With Seasons 5 and 6 already confirmed, there's a chance that Season 4 might spend too much time setting up Eloise's or Francesca's eventual stories, instead of fully giving Benedict and Sophie the room they need to shine. That balance will be crucial, because while setup is necessary, fans are also craving an emotional, sweeping romance at the center. Hints for future seasons are already popping up. Julia Quinn, the author of the Bridgerton novels, recently shared old behind-the-scenes photos of herself with Claudia Jessie, who plays Eloise. In the pictures, she's asking Claudia if she's read the book about Eloise, to which Claudia cheekily replied, "I know everything." Alongside the post, Quinn added hashtags referencing Eloise's love story from her book To Sir Philip with Love. That little tease suggests that Eloise's romance could very well be the main focus of Season 5, though nothing has been confirmed yet. Shonda Rhimes has previously mentioned she hopes the show runs for 8 seasons, with each one spotlighting a different Bridgerton sibling. That plan aligns with Quinn's books, but the series has already proven it doesn't always follow the original order. Season 3, for example, switched things up by centering on Colin and Penelope, even though Benedict's story came earlier in the novels. So while Eloise being the star of Season 5 makes perfect sense, the writers could always surprise us by focusing on someone else first. If Eloise does get her turn next, though, it promises to be fascinating. From the very beginning, she's been questioning the rigid expectations placed on women in the Regency era. She values her independence and has been reluctant to follow the traditional path of marriage and motherhood. Watching her fall in love while still maintaining her individuality could offer viewers a refreshing take on romance. Instead of conforming, Eloise might show that love doesn't have to mean giving up who you are. That's a powerful story that many would love to see play out. But until then, we're left with Benedict and Sophie's love story in Season 4. Alongside them, new cast members like Michelle Mao, Isabella Wei, Katie Lung, and Masali Baduza are joining the world of Bridgerton. Their roles haven't been fully detailed yet, but their presence in the rap video hints at fresh dynamics and new twists in the story. Isabella Wei's role, in particular, has sparked interest because she plays Posey Lee, who ties into Sophie's family drama. In the book, An Offer from a Gentleman, Sophie's stepsister Posey eventually defies her cruel mother, Araminta, and finds a new home with the Bridgertons after Violet welcomes her. However, beyond that book and its short epilogue, Posey doesn't play much of a role in the larger Bridgerton saga. The show, however, now has a golden opportunity to expand her story. If they choose to keep her around in future seasons, she could become a permanent part of the Bridgerton circle. Her contrast between her birth family and her chosen family would add depth and richness to the series. It would honestly feel like a missed opportunity if Posey disappeared after Season 4. She's a character with so much potential, and Violet's kindness in taking her in highlights the Bridgertons' warmth as a family. It would be a shame for the show to handle her like it did with Daphne, who has been noticeably absent in later seasons despite being such a central figure early on. Posey's presence could bring fresh dynamics and maybe even unexpected friendships with the Bridgerton siblings. So, with all these moving pieces, Season 4 feels like it's setting up a lot. On one hand, it's giving Benedict the big romantic arc that fans have been waiting for, with Sophie stepping in as his perfect counterpart. On the other, it's laying the groundwork for what's to come in Seasons 5 and 6, possibly focusing on Eloise and Francesca. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.